On August 31st, Reverend Tom Goldsmith stood here. He praised David Owens, who's in spirit with us today, for how he had just ended his piano piece, emphatically, passionately, striking the piano keys very hard. And then suddenly, there was a ringing silence. Reverend Goldsmith said, "David sure knows how to emphasize a punctuation mark." Today, I will speak to you of question marks. Last Sunday, visiting Minister Russ Mink said to us, quote, "Your growth will come through always asking the questions. The answers will not always be clear, but the questions must always be asked." The songs you've just heard this morning have posed important questions. Questions are important to me. They keep me thinking. On March 26th, 2011, I stood in this pulpit. I spoke at the funeral of a friend, a longtime member of this church, a good friend who had ended his life. I began by saying that I had many questions and few answers. That if I could see the confusion, then why didn't I see the depression? 3.5 years have passed. I'm still asking questions. I tell my students, there is no such thing as a bad question, only bad answers. But I've also said to my students that the answers can never be known if the questions are not asked. In other words, they have an obligation to think critically, problem solve, to ask the hard questions. Thomas Jefferson, during the American Revolution, when questioned why Americans somehow wanted freedom from Great Britain, said, "We are fighting for the right to be insecure." Questions move us out of our comfort zone. Questioning is a proactive process, not reactive. Questions can put us on a path to discovery. I began asking questions early in my life. In downtown Houston, Texas. I was the oldest of 5 kids, no grandparents. I was curious about life, and so I asked questions. My folks did not like some of my questions. Why? Silence. Why? Accept it on faith. Why? Because it's the law. Why? Because we are your parents. The because answer always intrigued me and motivated me to ask more questions. I would ask my parents, "Where do you go? What is work? Why do we live here? Why do I have to have a babysitter? Where do babies come from? A stork? Where does a stork live? If the stork comes back, can the stork take away my baby sister? Can he take away any other babies that may come? More questions. Why do I have to go to Sunday school? Why don't I have grandparents like other kids? If kids are starving in China, can they have these dates and raisins on my plate? I don't want them. Why does our new TV have only 2 channels? Why does the thunder roll and last so long? Growing up in Houston, racially segregated Houston, I did ask, why do I look different than the kids down that street? Why don't those kids go to my school? Why can't I drink at that water fountain? I'm thirsty. Why do I have to go to another bathroom? I have to go now. Oh, okay. What does colored only mean? Who are colored people? Who colored them? Do scorpions and black widow spiders bite them too? What's the name of that man who cuts the grass? Nigra? Doesn't he have another name? Why can't I go outside and talk to him? Now, my folks decided to move to California. They were not alone. And when we were moving to California, I asked, if Texas is so great, then why are we moving to California? Oh, well, if California is the Golden State, where is all the gold? L.A.? Is L.A. like Disneyland? Can I meet Davy Crockett there? Where are the movie stars? Why is there smog there? Why does brown and yellow air hurt so much? Can the dirty air be blown away with big fans? Why are there so many cars here? Why do you want me to go play in the traffic? Elementary school. Why do I have to go to school? Is school a lot like jail? Sure feels like jail. Why do these California kids talk so funny? Why is it hard to make new friends? Why do the rich kids make the poor kids feel so bad? Can I give the teacher a test too? Why do I have to get under my desk? Do kids in Russia get under their desk too when the bell rings? Why can't words be spelled the way they sound? Einstein. Einstein? Did Einstein have to learn this math? Can we have a bomb shelter too? David's parents have one. Can I have an allowance? Bill gets one. Why can't I tell people how much our house cost? Oh, okay. I told the truth to them, so why do I have to go to my room now? Why don't you come to my baseball games? If Japanese people play baseball, can they play in our World Series? Junior high and religion. Why do I still have to go to church? Why don't you go to church too with me? Why do I have to memorize Bible verses? Does God know all these chapters and Bible verses? Why does the minister say rejoice, but looks so sad? What is heaven? What is hell? What is hell on earth? Is there a highway to hell? I know part of it must be found in West Texas. If Uncle Mike gambles, then will he go to hell? Am I really my brother's keeper? My little brother acts like hell, but I'm the one that catches hell.